For this evening's hunt, I'm heading back to a redneck blind, back in the area we call it the cabin. For obvious reasons, you'll see when we get there. But there's a soybean food plot that last time I was in there looked really good, but I know the deer were starting to feed on it. I'm expecting we'll see some deer. I don't think we'll see a lot of deer, but this is the area where that no-name 10 potentially is living. And at some point, I have to believe that that deer is going to show up on that food plot. With November in the rearview mirror, it is time to change strategy. I will now focus all my efforts on hunting the best food sources in the area where I was seeing the no-name 10 a month ago. As the evening wore on, does and fawns began to pile into the food plot. With no bucks in sight and one of the mature does relentlessly bullying a fawn, I decided to take advantage of the close-range opportunity to teach her a lesson in manners. I've got about 10 minutes left in the legal shooting time. And about 5 minutes ago, I took a shot at a doe and cleared the field. I kept watching to see if a buck might be trailing along, heading for the food, but at a certain point, I just thought it made sense to shoot a doe. There's plenty of them. I've got lots of tags left. And that one just kept harassing the fawn. I felt sorry for that fawn, so I thought I better kill that doe that was doing all the bullying. So it's laying on the edge of the field right now, and we'll sit here for another 10 minutes. I think we'll keep hunting this spot. I know there's bucks around here somewhere. There's gotta be. They just aren't coming out yet. It's a little bit disappointing, because a lot of times this last week before the gun season comes in is really good. This year it's been pretty slow so far. I've been shooting the fuse sights since 2008. Pins are super bright, extremely well protected and durable. I've never had a pin break, even though I drag my bow through all kinds of brush, and I can't say that about some of the inferior sights I've used over the years. Fuse sights are bright, durable, and accurate, and there's not a whole lot more I can ask for from a sight. The location I was hunting on December 2nd is another perfect example of how redneck blinds have changed the way I hunt. I've tried hunting from cedar trees in that fence line, but I would get picked off and educate too many deer. With the redneck blind, I can stay hidden from a field full of deer and increase my odds of soon getting a close-range shot. Autumn quick plot is a very popular blend that works well when planted in late summer. But this allows us to still get a food plot in the ground by planting late August all the way through mid-September. So it grows fast, germinates quickly, and creates a lot of browse, a lot of tonnage in a short amount of time. With Iowa's shotgun season beginning the next day, Jared has nothing to lose as he moves in close to a bedding area. It doesn't take long for the action to start.
first half of the archery season winds down, I had a really good encounter to close it out with a fully mature buck. Now I have a 3-week wait until late season hunting begins. The large food sources on the farm can make for some great late season hunting. Maybe George Brett will show back up.
Well, it's Sunday, December 6th. Jared and I just made it out for an afternoon hunt. It's shotgun season here in Iowa, but fortunately with the urban hunt, we're able to bow hunt during shotgun season. So we came out here, we're gonna go get set up. We're gonna do a hanging hunt again, just like our usual fashion. Well, we're all set up here in the tree. Unfortunately, we just had another hunter walk under us and come climb in his set, so not expecting a lot for this hunt tonight, but you never know. We're gonna stick it out. We've got about an hour and a half left.
More often than not, Mike and Jared carry their stands and hang a fresh set when they hunt. Their go-to setup is Muddy Quick Sticks and Muddy Vantage stands. This method is so effective that they can go in for an evening hunt and quickly and quietly hang their stands, still permitting plenty of time to settle in before the deer begin moving.
A quick Scott archery tip is to try their dual caliper release when you're connecting directly to the string. The wide jaws allow for little margin of error and help you clip on fast when you've got a big buck coming into your setup.
Of course, one of the management goals on our farm is to grow the biggest and healthiest deer possible. One of the best ways you can do that is to meet all of their needs, including their mineral requirements. That's why I use trophy rocks and place them in high activity areas where the deer are most likely to find them.
Hunting whitetails in the late season, especially around a food plot, can be a real challenge. You've got a lot of eyes and ears and noses to fool, and Ozonics ozone technology can be a real game changer in this situation. On this particular evening, at one point or another, I had deer in every direction of the stand. Not one of them lifted their nose. By the end of the evening, the plot had filled up with deer, and I was able to fill a tag. And it proved to me that the Ozonics is a game changer when it comes to fooling a whitetail's nose.
snort-wheeze.
You took your release off.
I'm pretty worked up, but as you guys can see, we had a mature buck come in the field. This is the urban hunt. We're in a spot that I've killed bucks before. It's a great spot. Cut cornfield, a lot of waste grain. That hunter that came in right under us, right after we set up, he sat for maybe 30 minutes, then he climbed down and left. And I'm really glad he did, because where he was sitting, his wind was just totally winding this corner. But we were watching the young bucks, and I look up, and clearly mature buck, 4 or 5-year-old buck, comes in, and he's heading out in the field to see these other younger bucks. And I just thought, might as well try calling to him. Grunted at him a few times, he kept looking. And then I just did a little snort-wheeze back behind us here. And he just came right in to 20 yards. Pretty excited. Jared and I have had a long season. We've had a lot of good encounters, passed a lot of good deer. And we're really excited for late season. We're just game planning when he stepped out, actually, how we're gonna hunt the last 3 weeks of the season. And it's really nice to get a good shot on a nice buck. So all we gotta do is recover him. So we're gonna give him a little time and then get down and go look.
Coming to full draw on a mature buck when you don't have cover in front of you is a difficult task. You have to be able to do it slowly and smoothly without any extra movement. Fortunately for Mike, the Z5 cam on his Hoyt Carbon Spider is super smooth, which allowed him to come to full draw undetected and send an arrow through the buck's vitals. The company that we go to get our outerwear is Cabela's. With all the years of experience that they have in the garment and apparel market, they're an obvious choice. Cabela's makes a wide range of outerwear, so you'll be able to find exactly what you're looking for the way that you hunt.
My favorite feature of the Muddy Tree stands is their adjustable self-leveling capabilities. You have the option to adjust the tilt of the seat and the platform to ensure you're going to be able to sit comfortably in even the most crooked trees.
If you want to put your camo to the test, try hunting from a bare tree in late season on public land. Mike and Jared called to this mature buck and had him looking in their direction the entire time as he made his way into bow range. The Realtree camo kept them hidden in this very difficult situation.
This is where he was standing. You can see him standing here. There's quite a bit of blood right here. And then he slowly walked off this way, so hopefully he didn't go very much farther.
Look right by your right foot. A little bit further.
Oh, God, dude. There was a snake that would have bit me. You think I was pretty focused right there? I was like, where did he go? He didn't go anywhere. Well, here he is. He made it easy for us, just about a 75-yard track job. Really one of those hunts that make you laugh when you think about it. Jared and I came in here to just have a short hunt. The urban hunt is one of the few places we can get in and bow hunt during shotgun season, so we decided to come out to this particular spot. And this time of year, you know, deer are really going back to feed, so we decided to come in here and do another hanging hunt. And we got in, we left some parts of the truck, had to go back to the truck, and then right after we got set up, we had another hunter walk in. This is public hunting, so he came in and set up not 100 yards away from us, and we decided to go ahead and stick it out. We were about to climb down, and you always say to yourself, well, we're in here, and you know, you never know what could happen. Fortunately, he actually climbed down and left because he was winding us, and then the hunt started about an hour before dark. The parade started. We had 5 or 6 younger bucks come out, and then about 10 minutes after sunset, this guy walked out in the corner. He wasn't going to come in just yet, so I did a little snort-wheeze, and he turned and walked right to the base of the tree. You never know. You stick in there, and Jared and I have had a really long November. We hunted the whole month, 20 plus days, had a lot of really good encounters. You know, unfortunately, didn't put anything down. We're being a little picky. And this deer is a really nice, mature buck. Had good beams, great mass, big Roman nose, big body deer, obviously mature when he's out in the field. and he just couldn't take the idea of another buck bossing the deer around in his territory, I guess. So worked out for us, and he made it easy for us, so couldn't be happier.
All I can do now is wait for the gun season to pass. But Eric Barber's wife, Chantel, bought a tag, so they are hunting Eric's #1 buck, the big 9 that Eric encountered back in October. Unfortunately, warm weather plagues their hunt, and Eric and Chantel see only does, fawns, and small bucks. As I wait, I fill my time running trail cameras in the hope that I can find either the no-name 10 or any other mature buck. I will need something to hunt when the bow season starts back up in a few weeks. I won't say I've lost hope, because the late season can be very productive under the right conditions, but the edge is now off my enthusiasm. Hunting in December is methodical. Waiting for cold weather, we will spend our time overlooking food sources. Though predictable, this style of hunting lacks some of the intensity we lived for when we were chasing November.